Hi guys, today we're doing another quick stretch, so maybe 10-15 minutes, working on all the major muscle groups, hopefully. So nothing too specific, just an overall stretch and mobility practice. We start on the mat on all fours, tucking your toes under, and then just sit back towards your heels. Just gently moving from side to side, massaging, mobilizing, and strengthening your toes and your feet. Start to slowly walk your hands away from you towards the front of the mat. Lengthen, inhale, and big exhale. On your next inhale, come onto all fours, and just a couple of cat cows. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, looking up. Good, and a couple more. Exhale, round your spine. Chin to chest, balance spine, push the mat away from you. Just adding a little bit of mobility to the spine. And one more inhale. And exhale. Good, and then bringing your spine into nice and neutral position. Walking your hand slightly forward, sending the back of your left hand underneath your right armpit and just coming all the way down onto your shoulder and your temple. If you have a gap here between your shoulder and the mat, or a head in the mat, just pop a blanket or a block there. We can also send your right arm up. You can also rest your right hand on the small of the spine, maybe wrapping it around your spine, maybe walking it forward. Again, just whichever works for you. Come back onto all fours, and we do the same on the other side. Back of your hand all the way through. Walk your hand forward, and again open, just whichever works for you. Just giving your shoulders a little bit of release and mobility, and then slowly pushing on the mat, coming back onto all fours. Good. From here again, we can walk your hand slightly forward, shift your weight slightly forward, releasing your chest towards the mat and coming into your back bend. Doesn't need to be a massive back bend. You can stay in a baby cobra here with your forearms on the mat. Maybe moving slightly deeper into the stretch, again depending on what activities you have done prior to this. Exhale down, sending your arms slightly wider, coming onto the tips of your fingers, elbows pointing up, shoulders down. Inhale, coming into exalted cobra, and exhale down. Good, and one more. Feet staying on the mat, and then slowly releasing it down. Hands coming underneath your shoulders, tucking your toes under. Come back onto all fours. Good. And from here, start to slowly mobilize your spine. So drawing big circles from here. Good. And then the other way around. Just increasing blood flow towards your vertebra. Waking up your spine, especially if you're doing it in the morning. Good, coming back onto all fours. From all fours, start to slowly shift your weight back and forward, back towards your heels, pushing the mats away from you, and then slightly further forward. Push the mats away from you. Good, and doing it a couple more times. Good, and one more. And from here we're going to walk towards the, just change your position, facing the long side of the mat, placing both hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under on your left, sending your right leg out and rolling onto the right heel. Okay, toes tucked under on your left. Push the mats away from you. Good, and then start to slowly shift your weight forward. Then shift your weight back towards your heel. Push the mat away from you, so really nice and active spine. Feel the stretch coming from your inner leg. Beautiful. And from here, walking your hand slightly over to your left, and then continuing with the same stretch. Try not to collapse here through the base of the spine. So breathe in actively into the base of the spine. Beautiful. And then walking your hands towards your right foot. And then going from there. So deepen into that stretch. So you should feel it a little bit more now on the inside of that leg. Beautiful. Coming back to the starting position. Good. Moving your hands towards your knee. Come into nice and neutral spine. Walking your right foot slightly forward. Step your foot slightly forward. Okay, and from here, what you want to do is we just want to tuck your tailbone under just a little bit. So bring your back into nice and upright spine, upright position. Tuck, activate your hip flexor. Tuck, squeeze. Imagine you're dragging your right heel towards your left knee towards your right heel. So your hip flexor is already active. Whereas your right hand on top of your leg will lift your left arm up, will lengthen through the spine, through the side, feeling the stretch coming from the hip flexor and your quad. And then we exhale it over to your right. Holding it here. Good, and then slowly releasing it down. Interlacing your hands behind your spine, squeeze your shoulder blades, tuck your toes under, and then start to slowly shift your weight forward and back to the center. Slightly forward and back, keeping your tailbone under, keeping your spine in a nice and neutral position. And one more. Beautiful, good. Bringing your hands back onto the mat. Both knees on the mat. We step your right knee on the mat, left foot out, rolling onto that heel. Keeping your wrist underneath your shoulders. And then start to slowly shift your weight back and forward. And you can go all the way back towards that heel if the flexibility and the range of motion allows. If not, just little movements. Good. Moving your hands over to your right as we continue with the same movement. Beautiful. And then we move your hands over to your left as we continue with the same movement. And one more. Hold it here. Good. Come back through to the same starting position. We'll walk your hands towards your knee, coming into upright spine. Good. And then we move your left foot forward. Knee stays above your ankle, in line with the middle toe. Tucking your tailbone under, activating your hip flexor. Imagine you're dragging your front heel back, back knee forward, so it's already active. Yeah. Whereas to your left hand on top of your knee, bring your right arm up. We'll take a side stretch over to your left. Lengthening through your right side, dropping your shoulder down, keeping really active here, keeping your spine really nice and neutral. Everything stays nice and engaged. One more inhale. Exhale, releasing your hand on top of your knee. Start to slowly add a little movement from here forward and back and forward. Back to the same position. We do 2 more times. Exhale. You can interlace your hands behind your spine if you want to. Good. And one more. Beautiful. Both hands framing your foot. Take your knees back onto the mat. Spread your fingers. Biceps forward. Widening through the spine. Tuck your toes under. Moving into down dog. Inhale. Lengthen. Hold. Keep your knees bent. If you need to, lengthening into tailbone. Going for the length in the spine, not the length in the legs. You can add a little bit of leg movement here. So just maybe walking on the spot. Maybe just breathing into that stretch. Beautiful. And from here, we're going to release your right shin onto the mat. Push the mat away from your left leg up. Exhale it down. And moving back into down dog. Do the same on your left, down, knee up. Tuck your tailbone under, not tuck your tailbone under, arch your back, and then moving back into down dog. We do 2 more times. Right, left knee up, and 1 more on your left, left down, right up, come back into down dog. Good, exhale down onto all fours. Push the mat away from you, sending your right leg up. Flex your foot and then start to slowly roll that hip open. So working on the opening through the hip. Keeping your chest facing the mat, keeping your hands flat on the mat, pushing them away from you. And then release, and then we do the same on the other side. Lift, roll it open. And then slowly releasing it down. Beautiful. And from here we send your right knee forward. And maybe you're just going to stay here and stretch your hip flexor from here. Maybe we can come slightly deeper into your pigeon, so angle your front leg a little bit, keeping your pelvis level, top of your foot on the mat, tailbone under. You can hold it here, you can go slightly deeper into your stretch. Feel the stretch coming from your piriformis or your glutes and your hips. You can walk them forward, you can go chest down, breathing into the stretch. Hold it here for 1 more breath. If you need to stay here for a little bit longer, if that's what your body wants, just stay here for a little bit longer and then you can catch up on the rest after. Tuck your toes under, on your left knee comes off of the mat. Plank, switch sides, and again, you can go parallel legs, you can actually lift your knee, so maybe just pop a couple of blocks here and rest your front leg on top of those blocks, or a chair, or you can use something underneath your groin or supporting your hip. I'm not going to be here for too long. Again, if you do need a little bit more of a stretch and release there, just stay there for a little bit longer and then catch up on the rest of it. Beautiful. And then tuck your toes under, knee comes off of the mat, pushing on the mats, coming back into high plank, into down dog. Inhale, exhale, releasing your knees onto the mat. Wait, cross your legs, roll back into seated. Straighten up your legs, sending your arms up, lengthen. Inhale, you can bend your knees a little bit. Exhale, start to slowly come into the forward fold. Hands behind your spine, maybe to start with, and then you can come from here. Maybe resting your hands underneath your knees, breathing into your hands. Maybe just going for the feet. Inhale, sending your arms up, bending your right knee, bringing your left hand onto the outside of your right knee, pushing of that knee, flexing your left foot, keeping your torso nice and upright. Beautiful. And then doing the same on the other side. Good. And then slowly release. Bringing your feet together, knees slightly out, coming into diamond shape. Bringing your hands level with the hips, roll your shoulders back and down, start to slowly come down from here, or maybe clasping your hands around your feet, maybe keeping your hands on the mat. Again, just whichever level you're at just now. Breathe in, lengthen through the spine, exhale, release. Nice soft spine, nice soft hips. Try not to overstretch. Inhale, sending your arms up. Exhaling, both knees together. Good, and then we slowly roll your knees over to one side, head over to the opposite side. Same over to the other side. coming into any comfortable upright position. Sending both arms up, inhale. Exhale and down. From here we send both arms up. Start to lengthen through the sides, going one side at a time, looking for the length on the sides, keeping your certain bones down, lengthen and pull. Good. Sending both arms up, inhale. Exhale them halfway down. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Give yourself a big hug. Pat. And thank you. Hopefully you have enjoyed this. If you need to stay in any stretches for a little bit longer, just either remember the stretches or pause, hold, and then move on to the rest of the practice. Okay, thank you.